Alright guys, we're gonna go live here. NorMagnoTrading.com. Alright, give me a second here. Let me edit the video. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Today's day 244. We are looking at 63.5K today. 63.6. Okay, today's the second. Okay, save that. And go change documents. 63. Hope you guys all had a great trading day out there. There's that. Save it. Okay, today was definitely a very opportunistic day out there. You know, a lot of different trades were out there in the markets. Oops. SNDL was a big one. You know, another one right now is EVK. Then we had MAC, M-A-C-K. Trade that one in the inherited IRA. Let me go live here on... And let me post everything quick. I am going live. Alright guys, give me a second here. So it's small caps, options. Alrighty guys, Cam, do you have crypto? What's going on? Z, Anthony, Bape, Brett, what's going on guys? What's going on Bark, Mill, bruh? What's going on Kyle? Tesla's making a move, I'm hearing, on social media. Tesla, let's see where you're at. Oh, wow, wow. What a move on Tesla right there. Tesla went from 570 up to 586. Okay. What's the other one? Solo. Solo's not doing much. Let me post on social media quick. Give me 1 second. What's going on, everybody? We're going live here, so hold on a sec. I'm going over. Post this quick. So EVK, SNDL. What's another one? MAC. Some other runners today. NAOV, of course. That one traded a ton, and then anything else? Cat B was another one. Alright, that's posted. What's going on, Cyrus? What's going on, Samantha? What's going on, Coach Alchemy? What's going on, Adam, Charlie? What's going on, everybody? Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. As always, we're getting everything set up here at NorMagnoTrading.com. Today was a $63,500 trading day. 1 second here. I'm getting a call. 1 second. just another scammer trying to get a quick buck. Alrighty, guys. What's going on, Dev Brand? What's going on, everybody? I'm going to let everybody kind of trickle on in here. EVK is kind of moving around. SNDL is still trying to make a perk. So quickly I'll go over my trades here. So this is how, okay, so everything's fully verified, fully timestamped. So we have the executions, the buys, the sells, the amount of shares, the ticker symbol, the stock that I bought, the average price of fill, and the amount of shares. So I'm going to scroll up and scroll down for you guys to look at this quick. Can you guys hear me? How do I unmute it? I think that we should be good on that one now. So here's everything on social media, guy, or on my trading account here. So you guys could scroll up here. So Cat B, BLMK. That way, you guys, it's recorded, so you guys can go back and look through all my trades. Pause the video to look through all my buys and sells. That way, you can analyze it in depth. I hope you do that to see everything that I traded. Traded a lot of BLNK in the morning. Made probably about $25,000 on BLNK this morning. But let's kind of go over the rest of the day, guys. So I'll scroll up one more time. Oh, let me go live on TikTok. Okay, let's see here. So go like so, then go live. 63.6K trading. Alright, cool. Put that like so. And then we'll be ready to go. Alrighty, guys. So today, my top watches, as explained on my watch list, were basically EV stocks. EV stocks, basically electrical vehicle stocks, were my #1 watch coming out of the gates. I was hoping for a nice watch, which we got on BLNK. And you can actually see where I took the entry here. So let's go back and look. So BLNK started to take small entries at 1930, and then you could see and then I sold quickly a little bit, but then I bought 1898, 1892, 1897, and then but you can see me taking entries on Cat B here as well. Let's go over Cat B. So I took entries on Cat B because, just like I was explaining yesterday's, NAOV was basically moving up, and Cat B was the sympathy behind it. So I started to long out of the gates, expecting NAOV to kind of ride the momentum to the upside. It's a little bit safer risk reward, and if NAOV goes, then this was going to pay out. And you're going to see me take a pretty big size there, and I sold all my shares on CATB. Where was it? On CATB, 58,000 shares sold at 202. So my goal was, you know, basically a 181 average, and then sell everything above 2. It ended up going to like 250, I think, or I don't even remember. 240. 240 was the high. 234. Oh great, my Instagram says poor connection. Why does my Instagram do this, guys? Can you guys hear me on Instagram? My Instagram does this from time to time. Hold on, guys. Let me come back on if it keeps doing this. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Let's see if that works. Do you guys got me now? Hopefully by reconnecting the internet. Just okay. I think that should work now. Okay, so as you can see here, I literally nailed BLNK on this perk down here, and basically took a bunch of scalps on the way up on this one. You know, I took this one, and then, you know, I sold it off there, kind of re-added, and then played it up there, I believe, and then kind of scalped all the way up on this one. Looks like NIO is finally failing. But yeah, so, you know, I took this one all this morning, and then I took a couple of losses, but I ended up, you know, basically trying to make sure I don't make too many stupid decisions on that one. So I let it go. Luckily I did, because then it basically just consolidated with not a whole lot of price action. But I played the front side pretty well on BLNK for about 25,000 in gains today, just on that ticker alone. CATB was another one. And then SNDL was good to me. Actually, I think I made like almost 40,000 on BLNK today, maybe, or 30,000. But SNDL was when I traded towards the close, okay? And I want to go ahead and explain this here. So, SNDL, guys, as you can see here, you know, basically this thing was forming a higher lows and higher highs. And it's literally textbook. Higher high, higher high. Almost touched that level, but didn't, with a wick higher high. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? And then right about here was where it caught my interest. And I said to myself, okay, if we start to get a perk and a retest of these highs and a break through the highs, I was going to take entry. I thought that this was going to say we're done. This right here was the end of it. Then I thought this was the end of it. Meanwhile, this thing is trading a ton of liquidity, right? And then I come back and I see this and I'm like, okay. Now I saw this on the scans and I'm like, I believe it was on the scans, and I'm like, okay, well, there's some buyer interest. And I wanted to make sure this wasn't basically a chat room just getting long. So I let it play out. And even then, that's so much volume that I highly doubted it was anyways. But I wanted to get a retest of the highs and a break. And once we broke and started a retest, I started going long. I actually have a position in SNDL in my inherited IRA at 73.61. I think I have like 370,000 shares on that one. And then in my day trading account, I played it basically the same way. I started longing it in here. And then I said, once we rebreak 74, I'm going to add into that. And then, you know, once we got the break of 75, that was where the line in the sand was, right? And SNDL, the line in the sand, this thing consolidated all day with tons of volume. I know this thing can provide tons of volume as well. And we got that breakout. And I literally sold this textbook, guys. I want to show you guys. So you guys can see me longing SNDL, you know, 74.2, 74.5, right? Then I'm chasing a little bit. Or no, sorry, not chasing a little bit. 74.5. SNDL there. Okay, and you can see SNDL. Did I sell out of that, though? Yeah, I sold out of that one there, 73. And then you could see me starting to go long on SNDL right there at 74.21. I got 2,000, 17,000, 17,000, 17,000, 17,000. 17,000. So I had a total of about 308,000 shares underneath 75 cents, and then I sold everything at 79531051, 340,000 shares. The best part is there's so much liquidity in this stock, guys. I got out 340,000 shares like it was butter, no problem. I didn't take really any slippage at all. Got out, it didn't even flicker hardly, and that was right about 73.9. Let me see. 79.53, so that was right on this candle right here. So what time was it at? It was at 41.01. So I think it was on, literally it was on this candlestick right here, and I sold out 340,000 shares right before this big sell-off, and it ended up selling off over 8.8 million or 8.8 million shares sold off in that 1 moment candlestick. And I was only like out of 340,000 shares, I was only like, what is the math on that? 1/24th, 1/30th of that 1 minute candle. So a huge stops got set there. And then I relonged it. You can see me relonging. My plan was to relong it and break through the highs again. So you can see 78.44. Then you can see me get longing 40,000 shares at a time. 77, 76.8, 76.9. For probably about a 77.23 cent average. somewhere right in here, I would assume, where that white line is, taking this dip, and then selling through the highs. And I nailed that one as well on SNDL. You're gonna see me sell off that trade there, SNDL. 288,000 shares at 82.34337. So literally 82.334. So like right in there. I sold that off the double top. And then watching this one after hours still, see what happens after hours. And then I do have a position overnight in my inherited IRA. Still kind of messing around with it a little bit in the day trading account after hours because this one can get crazy on us. We can start closing strong. We'll see. Those two trades alone were about 49.59. That was about $25,000 worth of trades right there. And then solo I stopped out of on a loss towards the end of the day. I was long solo looking for NIO to kind of go up, and it didn't. And I got a sell off, and I sold it like right in here for like a $3,500 loss. But SNDL basically is one of the top watches going into tomorrow. You know, this thing has a ton of volume. We consolidated down here. We got higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This is looking for a breakout into tomorrow as well. And we traded tons of volume again. Be nice to see this gap over $1 tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. All I can say is the liquidity here is insane. There's a lot of people buying this around the world, and that's about it, guys. So, anyways, that's really all I had to say. If you guys are interested in checking out the free chat, click the link in the description below. Also, subscribe to the channel. Those of you guys on TikTok, join me on YouTube. Cam the Man is my YouTube. Those of you guys at TMADLAN22, go to my YouTube, Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. Join me on YouTube, Cam the Man, on TikTok and on Instagram. Again, those of you guys on TikTok, I'm talking to you guys. Join me on YouTube, Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. I'm live. You get a full screen share of me. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps out the algorithm for me, and I really do appreciate that, guys. Without further ado, I do want to get off here. Check out the free chat in the link description below. Again, those of you guys on TikTok can join me on YouTube, Cam the Man. Subscribe to my channel, like the channel, and the NormackNoelTrading.com community really loves that. So I'll